Hi everyone, welcome to Essential Non-Essential. All the things that I relied upon to get through my year in lockdown. Thanks COVID. Now of course we need to nourish the mind and body, and there's nothing better to do it with than Tequila Mockingbird. Good story, classic. Now who can choose? Do you like a cup of coffee or do you like a cup of tea? I mean TV, that is. And of course we need some cuddles. Essential, absolutely essential. So is having plants that grew and died. And of course we need to get in as much sun as possible while enjoying our tea or coffee. And last but not least, we all need a good game to get through the day, and mine was definitely Sims. And just like that, an entire day in COVID lockdown is gone, and tomorrow we'll wake up and do it all again. How lucky are we? And on a normal COVID day, I'd say, let's head to bed. But today, let's get to work. This week, filming our interviews really taught me the importance of camera angles and how hard it actually is to set up a one-way interview to make sure each party is talking to each other. Even the slightest change in eye level makes the brain fuzzy and you know it's off. I also learnt that for documentary making, it's really nice to capture some pure moments when people think they're not being filmed. It gives the subject humanity and personality that the camera strips away. In the Essential Non-Essential project, I learnt that camera transitions are hard. Getting the camera to the right spot in shot with the right colour takes a lot of strategic placement and the use of tools and objects that you wouldn't normally have around. It's really the magic of editing and staging that makes this type of transitional work. It also showed me how to have a little bit of fun with the prompt. Previously, which I don't think is a bad thing, I've taken them quite seriously. But it's nice to know and learn how to change the tone of my vlogs and have a bit of fun and change it up. Cal Newport's The Clarity of the Craftsman was everything I needed to hear and read this week. What hooked me in was Steve Martin's quote, "Be so good that they can't ignore you," which later expanded into the method of work continuously, work tirelessly, not for others but for yourself. I think it's actually revolutionary if not simple. He isn't saying to work in a job that you hate to receive nothing, but it's instead saying whether you're passionate about something or not, if you want to be good and if you want to be noticed, you have to do that for yourself. No one just hands out a free ride, so be so good that they can't ignore you. And how do we get there? Well, then we go in to explain that when people such as Steve Martin or Jordan Tice have received their fame, it's not because of an overnight miracle, but because hours of dedication. Now, there is the argument that you have to love what you do to be able to put in that kind of effort, but I think so many people get stuck in this idea that work has to be something you love and that you're passionate about, and it doesn't. If you can appreciate the process of working and learning, it can essentially just be something you do in your time. It doesn't have to be your entire focus. Most talented people in the world don't love what they do. They actually will tell you they probably hate it because it drives them mad because they want to be that good. And they don't ever think they will be good enough. And I mean, that is from personal experience. So I think you don't have to love it, and you just have to want to work hard. Plus, I think if you really, really tried anything, you do eventually kind of form a love for it because you've put so much effort into it and you've achieved something beautiful. So, and to achieve anything at all these days is impressive when we're literally in the great resignation of this millennium. Why work hard for minimum wage and all that, but that is a tangent for another time. So just to summarize, passion and doesn't automatically apply to your work, and it never had to be.